Ever wonder how best teams in Agile improve from one sprint to another? So it's not just working harder, it's about reflecting, learning, and also evolving from one sprint to another. That's where Sprint Retrospective comes in. It's a vital practice which consistently level up the game of the team to improve from their setbacks and successes. Hello everyone, I am Brinda, your Scrum Guide. Welcome to Staragile YouTube channel. So in today's video, we are going to deep dive into one of the most important events of Scrum, that is Sprint Retrospective. The Sprint Retrospective. I'll walk you through its purpose, participants, structure, and the frequency. So by the end of this video, you will understand how crucial is Sprint Retrospective for the continuous improvement of Agile teams. So what exactly is Sprint Retrospective? It's a dedicated meeting, happens at the end of every sprint to pause and to reflect. It's not just a meeting, it's a space where team comes together to discuss how actually the sprint went. And the goal? To reflect upon what went well, what didn't go well, and the action items for coming sprint. It's all about learning and continuously improving to get better from one sprint to another. Let's start with the purpose of retrospective. The main motto of this meeting is to give the team a dedicated moment to reflect back on their performances during the sprint. It's a chance to step back from the daily grind and ask three simple but powerful questions. What worked well during the sprint? What challenges did we face? How can we improve going forward? Remember, this meeting is not about focusing on negatives or pointing fingers. It's about continuous improvement. The idea is simple. The more the team learns from their mistakes from past sprint, the more effective and productive it becomes over time. By making small and meaningful changes, the team can work better and deliver higher quality results. A well-run sprint retrospective typically follows flexible but effective structure. Here is a common format many teams follows to make this event more productive. The first step is setting the stage. Generally, Scrum Master kicks off the meeting by welcoming the team on a positive and open tone. Sometimes a quick activity or an icebreaker would help people get comfortable and ready to share their thoughts. Next is gathering the data. The team shares their experience about the sprint. Each member can mention what went well, what didn't go well, and what could have been done better. Teams often use sticky notes or digital tools to capture the feedback in real time so that no insights are being missed. Once the data is gathered, the team works together to generate insights. They will look for patterns, both positive and negative. For example, are there any recurring challenges that keep coming up or any positive trends that can be reinforced moving forward? After discussing on the insights, it's time to list down the actions. These are small, achievable steps for the team to take up in next sprint. These action items has to be realistic and focused on making immediate improvements. Finally, the Scrum Master closes the retrospective by summarizing on the key points and outlining the action items. It is essential to end the meeting on a positive and constructive note so that the team leaves feeling motivated to apply their new learnings in the next sprint. So, who all should be there in the room for a sprint retrospective? Let's talk about the participants. Firstly, there's a Scrum team, which consists of developers, testers, or anybody who have directly involved in completing the sprint work. Their inputs are vital because they have experienced the day-to-day workflow in the sprint. Next is a Scrum Master, whose job is to facilitate the meeting, keep the discussion on track, and ensure everybody contributes to the meeting. And lastly, the Product Owner, who focuses on sprint outcome and provides valuable feedback on how sprint went from product and stakeholder perspective. So, what does the success from Sprint Retrospective look like? The most common outcomes of Sprint Retrospective meetings are tangible and actionable items for the team members to take up in coming sprint. The improvement areas being technical or process oriented or sometimes team dynamics, etc. The key is that those outcomes are to be specific and have a measurable impact. So it's not enough to talk about what didn't go well in the sprint, but the team has to leave with an action plan on how to fix it. Let's move on to frequency of Sprint Retrospective. It has to happen at the end of every sprint, may it be 1 week, 2 week or a 4-week sprint. Regular retrospective ensures the team is constantly learning, adapting and also reflecting on their work. Some teams hold retrospectives for the major project milestones if they feel that additional reflection is needed. What's important is that the lessons learned out of these retrospectives are actually put into practice. To sum it up, Sprint Retrospective isn't just a meeting. It's a key for continuous improvement in Scrum. By taking time on reflecting what went well and what didn't go well, teams can actually take small and tangible steps for greater success and efficiency. If you're not scheduling a retrospective at the end of your sprint, it's the time to start. Maybe you are a Scrum Master or a part of Scrum team. I highly recommend you to have a retrospective at the end of each sprint. You will be really surprised to see how the productivity and the teamwork improves. Remember, no team is perfect, but with each retrospective, we take one step towards becoming more stronger, effective, and productive. So, we have come to the end of the video. If you have any takeaway from the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Till then, happy sprinting. Meet you in the next video.